Men aren't supposed to cry. They need to be strong. Men were taught to think that way for centuries. Many today realize that's not working, and it's okay to reach out for help. Kurt Barnes quickly found that out after losing his daughter to cancer in 2021. He's here along with Claire Portinga with Gilda's Club to continue the conversation on men's mental health. Thank you, two, for being here with us.
Thank
Kurt,
you.
I want to start with you. If you could just take us back when you lost your daughter, Emily, just describe those feelings and how you ended up at Gilda's Club.
Yeah, so my daughter, Emily, was just a tremendous person, the child that everybody would like to have. And in the spring of 2020, or summer, she started to have some health issues and was eventually diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer. And went through a treatment process, and there was challenges involved in that, and just living through watching your child go on that journey. And the treatments went well, and there was some hope, and unfortunately in October of 2021 she passed away from stage 4 kidney cancer that had spread. And I was just sort of in shock after that. There's like a stage where you're almost in trauma. And fortunately for me, the company that I work for, every year our Christmas party involves an afternoon of volunteering in the community. So all the employees are sent out to volunteer. And I chose Gilda's Club as my volunteer event, thinking that that would be a good tribute to Emily. So that's how I found my way. And while I was there for my volunteering event, I told a little bit of my story and a little bit of Emily's story. And they let me know that there was a program at Gilda's for parents that had lost a child, and encouraged me to maybe come and lean into that and join that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you told me joining a support group wasn't easy. What was it like actually going there for the first time and being there?
It was very difficult. It took me a while. It wasn't until March of 2022 that I actually came and joined and became a member at Gilda's Club, and then came to my first meeting a couple weeks after becoming a member. And man, coming through the door, it's hard because you're going into a situation where obviously it's a challenge you have in your life, and the amount of vulnerability that you have to put yourself into to be able to step into that. You're going to enter a group program with a bunch of strangers you don't know and talk about probably one of the most traumatic things that could happen to you in your life. And it took everything I had to step into that and do it. I'm very thankful that I did.
Mm-hmm. And it got easier. Talk about the difference it has made in your life.
I really fear for where I would be if I wouldn't have reached out for some help. There's people that go through that experience who would turn to substance abuse and all kinds of other ways to try and cope with what that trauma does to you. And I'm very glad that I never went down that path, and I was able to find the help that I needed at Gilda's.
Mm-hmm. Claire, what's it like hearing these stories like this right here about, the difference that these support groups are making in people's lives?
I really feel like the support groups are magic at work. When you see in the group room the support people can find in hearing from each other, and I feel that it's more meaningful for them to hear from each other than it is from a facilitator. Because they are the ones walking in the shoes. We really believe that the members are the experts at Gilda's Club. And you do see people reaching out and supporting each other even when they're in the deepest crisis of their own life. So it's quite beautiful, it's quite impactful. We know that it's better to be connected with other people and be in relationship and find that you're not alone when you're in a crisis.
Mm-hmm. And Kurt, are you leading a support group right now?
I have a group of friends that I still meet with that we're all graduates from the program at Gilda's, and we still get together on a regular basis, and they kind of voted me to be cruise director for the events. Yeah. So yeah, we still get together and we still share and we still support each other, and I think that's a lifelong bond that we walked that path together, and it's something that I cherish and I'm thankful for.
Claire, are you seeing more men like Kurt reaching out for help?
I don't know that we've seen an increase necessarily in men. I don't have the numbers for that. I do think that the upcoming generations, we are seeing men and boys being empowered to talk more about their feelings and to be more connected with each other and value that as much as productivity or achievement.
Mm-hmm. Kurt, what do you think Emily would think about you expressing your feelings, reaching out for help, and now helping others?
Emily she had a true sense of conviction as a young person, and I really learned this trait, I think, from her, watching her as a young woman, that if she saw someone in need, she would step up and do anything she could to help. And it just seems like a good way to carry on her legacy and a good tribute to her. She'd be happy.
Thank you, too, for coming on and opening up. I appreciate that, Kurt.